many centuries to a dreadful dynasty of vicious vampire ducks, the Counts of Duckula. Legend has it that these foul beings can be destroyed by a stake through the heart or exposure to sunlight. This does not suffice, however, for they may be brought back to life by means of a secret rite that can be performed once a century when the moon is in the 8th house of Aquarius.
Blood.
Oh, you get it! The latest reincarnation did not run according to plan.
In the heart of Transylvania, in the vampire hall of fame, yeah, there's not a vampire any other. He won't bite, beast the man, cause he's a vegetarian, and things never run blindfold. If you're looking for some fun, you can always count upon the wild one they call
Count Duckula.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Tony again, Master of the 80s. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. I thought, why it's coming into October, and the fact that I've not talked about any cartoon related stuff in ages, that we go through some of my cartoon collection, my DVD collection that's sat here behind me, and we'd start to have a look at some cartoons that was around in the 80s that were more sort of like horror-based sort of genres, horror-based cartoons, sort of more spooky kind of things. There's quite a few, to be fair. So the next few videos are going to be up and coming. I'm going to be again about my 80s cartoon addiction and what's sat here in my collection, and about things that would tie in well with Halloween. So the first thing that we're going to have a look at, and it's a dear favourite of mine, and it is 1988, Count Duckula. Fantastic show. I mean, probably some of the best that Cosgrove Hall did. This was a spin-off of Danger Mouse. Duckula was a bad guy that popped up in Danger Mouse more than one time. He popped up in there a few times, and they must have looked at it over at Cosgrove Hall and must have thought, well, this is a character we could probably do something with, and they decided to give him his own show, and his own show came out in '88, around September time. Did really well. People love this show to this day. This is a show that people know very well. The theme tune holds up very well. It's one of those theme tunes that everyone knows. This one finished in 1993. It claims there's 4 seasons, but as we'll look at in a bit, the DVD complete set doesn't sort of break itself into 4 seasons. It breaks itself into 3 seasons. So I'm not 100% sure whether there was 4 seasons of Duckula or whether it's 3 seasons of Duckula. But the episode count is correct. There's 65 episodes over the entire complete collection of this. I know for a fact that my friends in the US won't be able to get a complete set of this. There was only season 1 ever released of this in the US for some reason. I don't know why. But here in the UK, we had a couple of different releases of this. As complete collections. There's some standalone stuff. You can get seasons 1 to 3. Season 1 as a standalone, season 2 as a standalone, season 3 as a standalone. Season 1 and 2 is very easy to get hold of. Season 3 as a standalone is quite hard. It goes for exceptional amounts of money now. And the artwork on those is probably better than what this is. It looks slightly better. But this complete collection, again, is the best way to get it. Isn't a cheap set to buy anymore in any way, shape or form. Can sort of pass hands for sort of ridiculous kinds of money now if you're looking for it on eBay. CEX is always a decent way to pick this up in the UK, but even CEX have got this marked up closer to the £30 mark now, I think. Again, when this came out, there was numerous VHS releases of this. Loads back in the day came out on VHS, normally 3 episodes to a tape. But in the UK, this is the only sort of complete collection that there is available. And again, this was put out I think there's either 3 or 4 incarnations of the complete collection. This being the latter, this being the last complete collection set that came out, and this probably being the worst of them all, the one that I've got. And we'll break that down why in a little bit. This is the worst one. But if you're going into it and you want the complete set, if you're willing to spend the money, then the first edition digibook set that came out is probably the best way to grab it. Presentation of the set looks the best. It's in a nice fold out digibook presentation. Some really nice artwork on there. I think it's either 4 or 6 art cards that you get with it, as well as it's in a lovely little slip box that allows you to spin the art on it depending on which way you put the digipack back in. It looks great. And then the second edition that came out like this in this style of box, but it had I think the second one was flip trays that went in it, and then there's a third one that's out there that's like a couple of other sets that's come out previous. So if you've seen my Masters of the Universe collection, where it's like one big spine that holds everything, but when you open the box the spine comes out to hold all the discs. I quite like those. And then there's this. If you're going to go down the lines of picking up a complete Duckula set, and if you want to do it on the cheap, because obviously it's not a cheap way to go, this is the cheaper version to try and get hold of. Do not let anyone sucker you in and trying to get you to pay for this at top whack on eBay, because I'll show you why. Stacked discs. This was the final release incarnation of this complete set, and you could tell this was the cheaper version, that they stacked the discs. Now personally I don't like disc stacking. There's 7 discs in this, but when it comes down to price, you can get this one, or if you know what you're looking for, you can get this one a lot cheaper. And this is probably the cheaper way to get it. If you're wanting the better one, look for the nice first print digipack. If you can get it where it's not been battered or dog-eared or anything, it does look really nice. But for me, this is the cheaper version. If you're going to go down the lines that you don't want to spend that kind of money, what the digipack, because the digipack can go for, I've seen it change hands for the minimum of 25 up to 40 on eBay. This one, if you see anybody trying to hawk this on eBay for £40, give it a wide berth, because of those stacked discs, because you can run into all kinds of problems, discs rubbing on each other and blah blah blah. But when it comes down to it, apart from the art cards that are in that first edition, there are no other differences. The same bonus features, the same episodes, all 65, are on all these sets. This is just the cheaper alternative. So if you find this anywhere, if you see this anywhere, don't be suckered in to paying big money for the one with the stacked discs. This is the cheaper alternative. So again, it's all the same stuff on it. That's the back. And again, you know, with these videos, I don't talk too much about the cartoon, because at the end of the day, everyone knows this shit, you know what I mean? You're not here to look at what me bang on about a cartoon. We're here to look at the actual physical presentation of this kind of stuff on DVD. So again, on this one, the DVD extras, there's an interview with Brian Cosgrove. There's always an interview with Brian Cosgrove on this kind of stuff. Interview with John Doyle. How to Draw Count Duckula with Mike Waite, and Still Gallery. That is on every incarnation of this release. I'm not sure if the standalone editions have got any more bonus features. I would probably go out on a whim and say they don't. I would imagine it'll just be everything spread across the 3 discs. But again, this is a seven disc set, so it's spread out nicely. Most Duckula episodes run for 22 minutes. So they're a nice run time. Again, it's a shame that the UK is the only place we can get a full complete collection of Duckula, because it is a standout show from Cosgrove Hall. You know my love of Cosgrove Hall. You know what I mean? For me, they didn't really do any stinkers. The majority of stuff that Cosgrove turned out are absolute brilliant shows that are great nostalgia kickers from my childhood, and I can go back and watch them over and over again. From Duckula to Ailey the Jester to Danger Mouse. Even stuff, the animated stuff they did, like Creepy Crawlers and things like that. I love it all. It's great. But Duckula's up there with one of the better shows that they put out. So again, that was Duckula. One that we thought we'd have a look at, a spooky cartoon show from the 80s that we'd sort of have a look at for over the October and Halloween period. If you guys own this, leave a comment down below. If you guys have got different versions of this, again, I'd like to chat about it. You know what I mean? If you've got a complete alternative version that I've never ever come across, hit me up in the comments. I love talking about this kind of stuff, you know I do. So again, everybody, thank you for watching the video. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.